guys, welcome back to the last day, which is day 5 of our NotebookLM challenge with Dr. AI Academy. My name is Mutiat Husman, and today we're going to be talking about synthesizing and building in knowledge management. Okay, I did said it in our introductory part of the video that synthesizing is very important in research when you're writing your paper or you're writing your thesis or your dissertation. This is something very important because it's talking about how well you're able to connect your maybe whatever part of the project you are writing, how well you're able to connect the dot, and how it's telling a story, how they are all connected. So Notebook LM has been a major tool which is very helpful in doing that. And this is because for every time you read a paper or you ask a question in any of the sources, you can always save your notes. Okay. So take for instance, when I discuss what are the sources say about these cardiovascular issues, and then I have all this, and then I can save these notes. Let's say I save it, so you can see that here he has generated a saved note for this purpose, okay? And then you can keep asking different questions on different sources or even on all your sources at the same time. Let's say I notice a major point here, and then I save it as maybe what is the aim of this study in this source. I save it. I move to the next material. I look at the aim and objective and how they achieve that. I saved it, and then I have multiple notes. Okay, so I can now merge all my multiple notes together and make it a single note. Okay, so I can just come here, just double click, and then you can see convert all your notes to a source. Okay, so I can click. When I click, it's going to merge all my notes. You can see what I have here, all notes have now been merged. So now that I have all the notes, I have now added it as part of my sources. If I don't want to do it, all I need to do is what? I just need to uncheck this button so that it doesn't add it. But if I want it included, I can add it, and then it can even start citing it as part of the sources. Okay. So this is something very helpful. And this way you can use it to synchronize and then learn how to synthesize whatever part of the paper or your research that you're writing. Let's say I'm trying to write on the introductory, and then I try to get different definitions of diet when in this paper how did they define their diet, and then the sources that they reference. I do the same thing on different sources, and then I merged all of them together to build a note on just the definition of diet. Okay, so I can now use this to synthesize the introductory part, maybe where I want to introduce diet. So I can now have multiple citations of different papers that they've talked about this diet and the way they have defined it. And then I will properly reference, because that's what Notebook LM does. It properly reference where this thing has been mentioned and how it was mentioned. Okay, so this is something that is very good. I can tell you for a fact that when you follow this our day 1 to day 5 challenge steps, it's just like you're training it's just like you're training a high speed research team, because imagine you're building a notebook for a single purpose. There is no noise, there's no need to bring something that I'm not adding, there's no need to source for something that is not there. Okay, so day 1, it gives you like a reading list. Day 2 has provided like a test of your accuracy. Day 3 is like connects them. It's like asking them to draw connections. Day 4 is giving you like a verbal briefing on all of those sources. And then the 5 is I have them in file and a final report. And you know what? At the end of the day, I can always export every single thing that I have done and then put it in. Maybe I'm working on Overleaf or whatever platform you use to write. You put that there and then you do your thing. So thank you so much for joining us on this challenge. We hope to do more of this. Let us know your feedback and what you think and how helpful has this been. Have you been able to practice any? Do you have any difficulty whatsoever? Please give us a like. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.